Okay, so this is my top tweets of the week video for week 9. Um, from week 8, just talking about a tweet that I really liked from one of the videos. I loved Lindsay's. One of her tweets from last week in week 8 was an article that she had shared with us that was about a school that had basically done away with homework, and it was feedback from the teachers on how that had worked in their school. And this is something that I've kind of talked to a lot of teachers about and ask a lot is how they handle homework. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from teachers saying that they strongly disagree with homework and that they try to just do assigned reading each night, and then that is their homework. And encourage them to be outside or spending time with family. And that's exactly what this article that Lindsay shared with us talked about. So I know that different schools have different takes on it. Some principals require it, but it is definitely something to think about, and even demonstrate some teacher leadership in your future school or future classroom by standing up for maybe limiting homework, if that is something that you feel strongly about. So for my 3 tweets of the week, this is a really short week, but first, this is an article that's talking about behavior management tips, and it basically kind of gives us perspective. Are we spending enough time making sure that we have effective behavior management in our classroom, or are we just concerned with our lesson planning? And obviously, especially throughout the year, you should spend way more time lesson planning than you will do in behavior management, but your classroom is not going to be effective in an effective learning environment without good behavior management, is basically what this article was saying. So their behavior management is just as important as lesson planning. And then this was just a quote that I really liked. Instead of obsessing over the little things you can't change, focus on what you can change: your attitude, your mindset, your energy. And sometimes I've even found, as I'm working with my kindergarten class some days this semester, that that sometimes it is easy to lose energy or to have a negative attitude if your students aren't understanding something that you want them to grasp. But those are the things that we have control over and that we can change. We may not be able to change a student and how they're responding to material that we're presenting them with, but we can control our attitude and our mindset and our energy. So those things are very important. And then lastly, I love this, and this taught exactly, when I read this, I had to retweet it because it reminded me of what Dr. Parker has told us before about focus on being the best at what you do now, and that's what gets you the next step. And so just don't be too broad-minded and focus on just being just changing the world because you want to be a hero. But heroes can be heroes simply by changing the trajectory of a child's bad day. So be a hero in the little things and not just strive to change the world and by being a hero in the classroom. So I thought that was really interesting, and that goes in our classroom, and I think in our job. Instead of trying to strive for the top notch, be the best at what you are doing in the moment, and let that get you to the next step or the next place. So anyways, those are my tweets from this week, and that ends week 9. I hope everybody has a great spring break, and I'll see you guys March 20th to end the second half of the semester. Bye, guys.